Holy Mother, Divine Father, gracious light and sound and form of all that is made manifest and all that is potential. I bow to thee, beloved, who has given life, and offer this form that is yours back to you. Thank you for lending it to me. I give this form now and this voice that you might fill it with the consciousness I know is Jeshua. That words may be spoken and love may be shared into this realm of time and space. Amen. Brother Yeshua, I am yours. Take me. Now, we begin. Oh, what joy it is. What joy, beloved friends, it is to join with you once more in this way. What joy it brings, not just to this heart, not just to the lineage of Christ, who but do now in this moment surround you and bless you greatly. But this joy that enters the heart and reverberates with such majesty, passes out through all creation as a wave of light, a wave of healing, a wave, beloved, of pure, Christed, grounded, manifest reality. Reality, the reality of a wave of joyful frequency that ripples through the field of mind in which we all inhabit, in which we are all birthed, in which we entertain one another with the imaginings of our own mind. A field of infinite expanse, a field within which all things imaginable by mind can come to be wrought from the very substance of love that underpins all things into manifest, creative, experiential waves of creativity. Beloved friends, creation itself, dear ones, a reality, you might say, And yet, what is that reality except the malleable, made into specific forms temporarily in order to elicit responses in mind? A simple feedback loop of love, formed, experienced, ingested, imbibed, perceived, interpreted, and then, beloved, returned back once more to the source of all that is, Christ's mind itself, the foundational reality, the reality that remains real constantly and always. This, beloved friends, is the distinction that I make between reality with a small r and reality with a capital R, reality. And yet, dear friends, how common it is in this space and time continuum on planet Earth, this field within the field of mind that Christ is, this vista of experiential potential that is laid out upon the world through mind. This experience of reality is very commonly identified with as being of primary importance. Take a moment and breathe and have a think within yourself about this level of importance that is attributed through your mind to the temporary forms of the world. I wonder, I wonder, can you identify within your mind that you have attributed certain importance to things in the world, things that will in time dissolve back into, some would say, the dust of the world? Or more accurately, unfold itself from the temporary manipulation and pressure of mind and consciousness to hold love in a certain shape until it is time to relax. The attention given to that specific form in creation, to allow it to unwind itself back into the very essence of its own nature, which is and can only ever be love. Mm? Mm. And yet, dear ones, when the attention is offered to that form and shape and is held, shall we say, heavily, or with great importance, or with seriousness, these frequencies of energy, judgment is another one. And this locks through, we will say, pressure. It locks through the pressure of attention, the form into that construct, because you are broadcasting unto it as an aspect of all consciousness that it is. You are broadcasting to it that you have not finished in your exploration of garnering experience from it through your interpretations, projections, judgments, perceptions, beliefs, eliciting within you the felt response of experience. Mm. So, beloved friends, I am taking many words to describe a simple phenomena and to ask the question, where is it that you are placing your attention? And what is it that you believe you are perceiving as a result of the placement of your attention? For it is evident over and again that there is an addictive nature developed in mind, or habitual nature developed in mind, to observe a reality with a small r, that which was birthed in time and will always necessarily dissolve in time, and by placing attention upon it, creating the sense that it is of primary reality or primary importance. Mm. Included in the dynamic of that experience of that which is birthed in time is the body itself. Which is the form in which the greatest attention is offered. It is also the form by which the perception of small r reality is absorbed into self and processed into experience through the faculties of mind, and then offered into the visceral programming of the form to generate felt experience. What is the body capable of seeing? And hearing and touching and tasting and smelling, and these sensational input mechanisms are primarily focused on reality with a small r, for they are a part of that dynamical relationship of experience. And yet, beloved friends, that which I am here to invite you into in this moment is the visceral and palpable experience of reality with a capital R. Now, this is not a reality that is directly experienced through the data received through the senses of the body. It can be pointed towards through such things as words or images or smells, tastes, touch. It can be intoned towards. But that which reality is directly experiential only to that which you would call the feeling nature, the felt reality. And so, beloved friends, I invite you now in this moment to release the attention, the seriousness of the value that has been placed on reality with a small r, to withdraw the consciousness, the awareness that you are, to withdraw the awareness that you are from the insistence that senses in the world permit you to experience directly reality. For it is not so. They allow you to experience the world which is birthed from reality and yet is not real truly in nature. It is the reality of the small r. You cannot refocus the consciousness you are into primary reality, which is the deep undercurrent of the ocean from which the waves of the world arise and fall, arise and fall, arise and fall for millennia and millennia and millennia. You cannot come to bring yourself wholly into the experience of primary reality whilst the attention is so focused on the things of the world that can hold no lasting value. Think about this for a moment, beloved friends. That which is given primary importance in mind through habit can hold no lasting value in reality. And because you exist in reality, these things can hold no value for you. They can have the appearance of value temporarily in the journey of your soul, and yet in truth that value is worthless. Take a moment to consider this possibility in mind, that that which is focused on with the greatest attention is utterly worthless and can hold no value of its own. And yet there is a reality, a primary reality, dear ones, that is ever present, unmoving, unchanging reality. It is the peace of Christ that passeth all understanding. It is in truth that which you would most desire to inhabit, receive, restore, experience. Yet it cannot be found through the things of the world. It can only be found through the withdrawal of consciousness from the application of value upon those things that are valueless and meaningless, and to return into the depth of the feeling nature of the body to experience beneath the data of any senses the felt reality of self as soul plugged into the intemporal realm of Christ mind. Now, beloved friends, listen well. The connection of the consciousness of self with the deep planes of Christ mind that permeate and run beneath all creativity in the world. It does not mean that you withdraw your energy from the world and say that I am done with it. It is to connect so deeply, so vibrantly with the very essence of life that you are, to connect so fearlessly, so palpably, so viscerally, that power of grace, that power of creativity that runs throughout the entirety of the cosmos, the power of love that births stars in the furthest of nebulae, the power of love that moves the stars across the heavens, that gives birth to planets and solar systems, that great love that embraces the entirety of the universe, that one love that can be felt, experienced here and now in the depths of your very own being as your primary reality, can then be allowed to express in the world, to embrace all of those meaningless forms, so that everything is reminded of whence it came. For when all things are reminded in truth of whence they came, not through the power of words, but as a visceral felt experience coming from the depth of beingness as self, that seamless expression of Christ's mind back into the world from one who knows their primary reality, from one who knows there is no separation between all things. Simply by being in that alignment, that deep plugged inness to creation itself, all things will come to feel the truth of themselves through that one and return to the knowing of reality itself. The desire. The desire must arise to put down the things of the world, to release the seriousness of importance upon that which is utterly meaningless. The desire, the desire to connect truly, fully, not just a little bit, not to dip the toe in the water of the ocean of Christ's mind, but to plunge yourself, to dive from the highest board, naked as the day you were born, arms and legs flailing around in the knowledge that you have no idea how to dive, yet you leap anyway into the deep, deep, deep waters of Christ's mind itself, knowing that there is nothing for you here in this world that you can get anything from. But this world is only here for you to learn how to reestablish yourself in that field of Christ, so that you can give unto the world its true meaning in heaven, transforming the world through the power of love to reflect the truth of that which is already heaven upon this plane of earth. The world dissolved in the light of your truth. The deep resonance of this field, this deep current through the ocean of who you are, simply constantly blessing because you have chosen to immerse yourself in your primary reality. You have chosen to release the attachments, the insistence of importance, the focus of your attention on that which is utterly meaningless and temporary, and can hold no value for you, holy child of God. When you come to see this and dive into the ocean, you will see the futility of ever trying to get from the world, because you will know in the fullness, the wholeness, the completeness of you as Christ incarnate, with the love of God flowing through every breath. Holding the intention, dear ones, holding the intention with a laser-like clarity of mind, focusing the intention of your consciousness to immerse yourself, to engage with, to saturate your being through and through with the essence of love that Christ is, to reside constantly in the field of reality. Anchoring your consciousness, anchoring your consciousness in the primary reality of Christ that underpins all creation, allowing that depth of mind to permeate the form of your body, to inspire the mind into Christed creativity, to use the power of love to weave the tapestries of heaven upon the face of the earth once again. To allow life to express as you, free from fear, for you know that there is nothing in the world that can hold value for you, not another's opinion or judgment. There is no approval that can be gained that holds to the breast of Christ. There is nothing here. There is only the imaginings of the insane mind. And beneath it all, is the love you seek, that seeks you even now, that can be allowed. And so, my beloved and precious friend, it is with a wave of great joy that I greeted you this fine evening. And it is with a wave of deep appreciation and gratitude for your willingness to entertain the possibility that your primary reality cannot be accessed through the senses of the body, and that you can come within as consciousness to feel the depths of Christ's mind within you, and allow that to become your primary reality now. To anchor the consciousness you are into the depth of the ocean, and to move in alignment, in accordance with these great currents of Christ that would bring healing, love, and transformation to the world. Peace then be unto you always, dear friend. Amen.